back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be giving my ranked top 10 coasters I am most excited to ride in the 2019 season of, well, roller coasters. Now, some of these coasters I have ridden already, but I am getting about 60 new credits in the year of 2019. I'm going to be hitting a bunch of parks and passing 200 credits. I'm really excited about this, and I'm excited to see how my rankings change, and here are the coasters. Number 10 is a coaster I have already ridden, and that is Kink. I wasn't a huge fan the first time I rode it. I rode it towards the back, so it was super rattly. It felt like it was going to fall apart. And I only got to ride it once, so I would like to give this a few more rides, maybe give it a try in the front row. I love Top Thrill Dragster in the front row, so no reason I shouldn't like this, right? And I'm not a huge fan of those intimate hard restraints, but I don't hate them as much as most people do. So I'm interested to see how my rankings will change after I ride this. Number 9 is Steel Force at Dorney Park. I have never ridden this coaster, however, I have ridden the Giga Counterpark in Japan, Steel Dragon 2000, and I have also ridden Wild Thing at Valley Fair. I'm a big fan of both coasters, so I don't see why I shouldn't love this coaster. Looks really fun and seems to have some nice ejector airtime towards the second half of the ride. Number 8 is Wicked Cyclone. This is one of my favorite RMCs, and if there's any coaster that I tend to hype up too much, it's probably either this or Maverick, and I just really like Wicked Cyclone. However, I've heard that since I've ridden it, which was about 3 years ago, it has drastically slowed down and become a much lesser, I guess, amazing ride, and I'm really interested to see how that has changed. I'm riding this in a few weeks and really excited to see if my rankings change. Number 7 is the Joker at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. I have not ridden this coaster, and I'm heading out to California this year, so I'm really excited to see if this really ranks highly for me. Looks like my kind of ride, seems to be pretty intense with some fun inversions. I don't think it will be the most amazing RMC, but it does look very fun. Number 6 is Millennium Force at Cedar Point. While this might get a lot of hate from enthusiasts, I found it to be a really fun ride. However, I only got to ride it once, and that was about 4 or 5 years ago, so I'm really excited to see how that changes. I'm also really eager to get back on this because the last time I was at Cedar Point, they were changing a part on the coaster, and the coaster was closed pretty much the entire month that I was at the park. So I'm really excited to see how this changes in my rankings after I rewrite it. Number 5 is Twisted Colossus at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Now, I have never ridden this, however, like Discovery Kingdom, I am eager to head out there and test this thing out. It doesn't seem like the most aggressive coaster ever, but the airtime and inversion, plus the dueling factor, makes it seem like a super fun roller coaster. Number 4 is a coaster I have ridden, and that is Superman the Ride at Six Flags New England. Now, I have ridden this, like I said, however, I only got to ride it in the front row about twice, and I was just generally not a fan of it because the restraints were really bulky, and it closed left and right. I don't know, I just wasn't very fond of it. However, I'm excited to give this another go. I'm going to ride in the back row with hopefully a little bit more room using my new and improved restraint strategy, where I sort of point my hip up and kind of get more room. It works for me because I'm super skinny, so that's cool. Number 3 is X2 at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Really excited to get on this. Seems like a really awesome and insane coaster. The flips that you get with those 4D cars seem great, and that drop seems oh so insane. I cannot wait for that drop. Number 2 is El Toro. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, or just know me as an enthusiast, you'll know that the last 4 or 5 times I've been to the park, El Toro has decided to be closed. Now, I have ridden this one time, but when I rode it, I was on break of being an enthusiast. That was when I was on like a year and a half break, where I just left the community and then came back. And I rode it during that little break, and I didn't really appreciate it for what it was. But point is, I'm going to be rewriting this if it's open. I don't know, it's like the curse of El Toro at this point, and we'll see what happens. Number 1 is obviously Steel Vengeance, and you may know that I got 2 pretty sucky rides on this thing, because what happened was I was the first 2 rides of the day, basically, and the weather was god-awful. I'm surprised that it was even open. They were running one train, and the brake run was kind of on. So I'm excited to get a rewrite on this. Really, really hoping it cracks my top 3 when I do rewrite, and then we'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you all next time.